Go ahead and take the deepest breath of the day now. So really inhale into your nostrils and watch the air flowing through your body all the way down into the base of the spine. Feel how that really long and conscious inhalation decompresses your spine. And the same happens with the out breath, right? The exhale is super, super long, super, super steady. You don't explode. You don't simply like let it all out at once. You gradually empty yourself. And this really slow breathing allows for hijacking the nervous system just by slowing our breath flow. We start coming back home, home into ourselves, home into our bodies. So take a few breaths in and out of your nose and really explore the pathway of the breath through your chakras, through your spine. Slowly on your next available inhalation, start coming into hands and knees. And start moving in any way that makes you feel good. Cat cow. I love it, Jacob. Sending one foot back and breathing into the back of the legs, the calf, the hamstring, the feet. Moving your hips in circles, Kirsten. A lot of mobility, especially for you and Rochelle. Moving the hips in circles, including the whole spine, the shoulders, the neck. Good. Coming into a neutral position, step the right foot forward in between your hands. Good. Come into the fingertips and start leaning back and forth with your hips. So just slightly, and feel that stretch, that expansion, that openness on the left hip flexors as you push the hips forward. Maybe you keep pushing the hips forward and you lift the chest and you press into the fingertips back, trying to send the shoulders away from the ears. Good. And then slowly bring the hips back, send the right foot back. 2 cat cows. So again, into hands and knees, yes. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale and round. And again, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round and push, hips forward, chin to chest. Really breathe into the back of the heart. Coming back to neutral, stepping the left foot forward in between the hands. And just moving back and forth with the hips. Coming into the fingertips for more leverage. And after maybe 3 or 4, you keep pushing the hips forward, melting, and then keep the fingertips on the ground, but lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and descend the shoulders down and into the frame of the body. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, send the hips back to neutral. Step the left foot back. 2 cat-cows. Drop the belly. Open the chest. Squeeze shoulder blades together and then separate them as you round. And your focus is there on the upper back. As you inhale, you really melt the chest forward into your arms. And then as you exhale, you push it out and away. Good. Coming back to neutral. Sit on your heels, please. Inhale, open the arms really, really wide. And then exhale, bring the right arm below the left. Cross your elbows into eagle arms. That's it. Good. You're gonna start coming up into the knees, but using all the strength from your quads, okay? So I want you to think in a straight line right now, from your shoulders to your hips, to your knees. And you're gonna sit using your exhalation in one straight line, right? The whole torso, the whole core comes down together. And your quads are moving you. So lift the elbows, push the hands away from your face, take the tailbone down, take a deep breath in, exhale slowly, sit to heels. Good. Inhale, your quads lift you up. Exhale down. The slower the better. Inhale, come on up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale, come up and stay. Reposition your tailbone down. Roll the frontal hip bones up. Again, lift the elbows. Move the fingers away from your face and start to open the chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Start to lean back, but just from the upper back. Your pelvis stays neutral, no compression on the lower back, so keep rolling the sitting bones down. That's it. One more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly sit. Good. Release the arms, open your wings really, really wide. And exhale, bring the fingertips down in line with your hips. You're gonna lean towards the right and bring your feet to the left so that your left shin bone is on top of the arch of the right foot. So like a mermaid, kind of. Yes, exactly, that's it. And your shin bone is on top of the right arch. Yes. Okay, so now try to bring both sitting bones down into the earth. Yes, and with your fingertips, rise up. Press down and rise up with the chest. That's it. Moving your right hand to the right, to the right, to the right, all the way. Actually, the left. Thank you, Kirsten. You're the perfect model. The left, the left, the left, and then right arm up and over the ear. That's it. Breathing into the side body. This is a really deep stretch into the side body. And of course, the hip flexors and all of the muscles that are intertwined in that area are all connected. So we're trying to really target that area today. Take one more deep breath in. Look down as you exhale towards your left fingertips, and then inhale, come back to neutral. Press into your right hand and start lifting the hips, lifting the hips, lifting the hips. Yes, and step the left foot forward. That's it. Keep the knee bent. Open the chest, open the chest, open the chest. Bend the left elbow and catch the back of the head and arch back. That's it. Really trust yourself. Lean into your hand, Pablito, even more. Yes. Trust into your base, your legs, your right hand. And then slowly, slowly come back. Sit. Stretching the left foot forward for Janu Sirsasana. So right sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. Left toes pointing high up to the ceiling like they want to escape out of your foot. Take a deep breath in as you turn your chest so that your heart is in line with your second toe on the left foot. And then as you exhale, start to lean forward. Any amount is good as long as you're not rounding the upper back. And if you had blocks, this would be a perfect opportunity to use them below your elbows and make it more into a restorative pose. That's why I'm in love and obsessed with props. And you all should get a pair of yoga blocks and own them. So yes, pressing into the back of the left thigh in order to keep that leg super strong. And you're trying to tilt the pelvis so that your sitting bones, instead of poking down into the earth, are kind of lifting back. So you have more mobility there through the hips to fold in half. Give me one more. Deep breath in. Jacob, you can bend the elbows, make a prayer, and catch your head with your hands. Let it rest. That's it. And then slowly releasing. Good. Coming into hands and knees. Maybe you turn to the other side of your mat, and that will make it more flowy, more fluid. And again, cat-cow, maybe twice, breathing in and out. And then when you're ready, sitting down on your heels, opening the arms wide as you inhale. Eagle arms, left arm below this time. Good, bending the elbows, lifting the elbows, moving the hands away from your face. This is abduction of the shoulder blades. So you're kind of separating everything in the upper back. Good. So take the tailbone down, roll the frontal hip bones up. That's it, Jacob. And now from your quads, inhale, everything moves up. Lead with your hips. Exhale down. Feel everything. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and stay. Readjust your pelvis. Tailbone down, frontal hip bones up. Ribs turning down towards the hips. Elbows lifting. Hands moving away from your face. And now keep the pelvis super strong and steady. And see if you can lift the elbows even more and start leaning back from the upper back. Lifting the elbows, pushing the hips forward, 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 forward. Good. Last deep breath in. And then exhale slowly, slowly in one piece. Come on down. Inhaling, open the arms really, really wide. Good. Exhale, release them. Now lean to the left. Mermaid pose. So your right shin bone comes on top of the left arch. Good. And then the right sitting bone moves down. Right hand starts to walk to the right, left arm up and over the ear. Breathing, you can even hear bend the left hand, catch the back of your head, and start feeling that sensation of back bending in the upper back. Anytime that you catch your head and you let it rest onto something, it transforms into a restorative pose. Take a deep breath in. Look down as you exhale towards the right hand. And then inhale, come back to neutral. Press into the left hand. Inhale, lifting the hips, stepping the right foot forward. Good. Keep the knee bent. Keep the right knee bent. That's it. And open the chest, bend the right elbow, catch the back of your head, lean back, and trust yourself in this back bend. Arch the back, Rachel, back, back, back. Let yourself be held by yourself. Keep lifting the hips, pushing them forward, and sending the chest back, back, back. Last deep breath. Exhale, look down, release, sliding the right foot forward now. Left sole of the foot into the right inner thigh. Jacob, get your blocks. Place them on the tallest position. Take a deep breath in. Turn hard towards second toe on the right foot and then exhale, start folding forward. Create even more space. After all that back bending that we've been doing, see if you can apply some of those techniques that you learned, that you felt on the back bends, and apply them here. Sending the shoulders back, kissing the shoulder blades in the back of your heart, melting the chest forward, pressing always in the back of the right thigh so that the toes lift and the leg is super strong. That's your base. And what's mobile is your hips and your chest. So your spine decompresses and you fold, hinging at the level of your hips. One more deep breath in. Go further, deeper as you exhale. And then slowly let go of the pose. Moving again to the front of the mat or back into hands and knees. Moving your hips side to side now, side to side. So as you move the hips to the left, I want you to look over the left shoulder and see if you can catch the right foot. And then the opposite. So lean as far right and as far left as you need in order to feel all that there is to feel. And then slowly come to neutral, tuck your toes and come into downward. Keeping both knees bent for this first one, especially if you haven't practiced in a while. The heads of the shoulders move backwards towards the outer hips. Pressing the hands completely into the ground. Send the chest back to the thighs. Take a deep breath in. And then slowly start walking your feet forward, forward, forward. Look forward and lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands to the hips. Press into your feet and come all the way to standing. Good. As you stand, work on your Tadasana. So make sure your big toes are touching, your heels are slightly apart from each other. You're pressing your inner thighs together in order to roll the hips out. Taking the tailbone down. Moving the ribs in the direction of your hips and the hips in the direction of your ribs. Relaxing the shoulders into the frame of the body. This is Tadasana. Take a deep breath in. Hands in prayer as you exhale. Close your eyes. And now that we've moved the tension a little bit and moved the energy a little bit, see if you can find the proper amount of silence to connect with a deeper intention for coming to practice today. Did you come for flexibility, both physical and mental, emotional? Did you come looking for strength? Did you come for both? Did you come for relief, connection? Did you come motivated to start the week with the right foot? And see if you can, for the next 30 minutes, consciously generate more of that intention. See if you can consciously generate so much of this, whatever you need, that you can pour it out of yourself and into the world. Slowly open your eyes. And as you exhale, step the left foot all the way back and align your feet into T-bone stance. So right heel intersects the arch of the left foot. Bend the right knee and find Virabhadrasana, Warrior Two. Good, I saw that self-adjustment, Jacob, I love it. So what Jacob did was really press into the outer edge of his left foot. I want you all to do that. And turn your head towards the left middle finger so that your hip bones are squared forward and only your hips are externally rotating. So the frontal hip bones are straight forward, and then the butterfly-ish part of your hips is externally rotating. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start sliding the left hand through the leg, lifting the right arm up and over the ear. Keep bending the right knee. Now you can bend it a lot. Too much, Kirsten. Toe heel your back foot, back, back, back. Yeah, take more space. Good, and then straighten the front knee. And go back, back, back. Keep going back, back, back. Reverse Trikonasana. Look down to the left hand. Inhale, press into your feet and lift the chest. Good. Now lean forward towards the right. Break your right hip back. And then right hand to the shin bone, left arm up, making a straight line of energy, wrist to wrist. Pushing your hips forward, leaning the chest back, and you can even with your left hand, grab the right side of your ribs and manually help yourself turn. So from the front, not the back, from the front. Yes. From the front of the body, Pablito. Exactly. And help your chest turn, turn, turn. Good. Take one more deep breath. Exhale, release, look down, inhale, press it up, come on up. Pivot the right toes in, so both sets of toes are pointing in and the heel slightly out. For Prasarita, inhale, lifting the chest, taking the tailbone down. Exhale, fold forward with the peace fingers. Wrap them around your big toes. Look forward and lengthen, and then exhale, shift your whole weight forward into your toes and bend the elbows to the sides. Feel like your sitting bones are poking up towards the ceiling. The next available inhalation, look forward and lengthen. Exhale there. And then inhale, release your toes and come all the way up. Good. Turn your left toes out. T-bone stance. Bending into the left knee for warrior two. Pressing deeply into the outer edge of your right foot, which is in a 90-degree angle. Looking back to your right middle finger. And remember, your frontal hip bones are squared forward. And then you're externally rotating your thighs. Pablito, more strength and more consciousness on the right foot. It's like I want you to break your left hip back. Yes. That's it. One more deep breath. Empty out. And start leaning, pressing the right hand down through the leg, left arm up and over the ear. Keeping the knee bent first, so you can really bend it. And Kirsten again, toe heel your foot back. The left, the right, yes. There you go. So never press on the knee itself, over or under the knee. And then start to inhale as you straighten the right leg. The left leg, sorry. You're all pointing to different directions. It's so hard. Good. Look down first as you exhale. And use the inhalation as a flotation device to come up. Good. So break your hip towards the back foot and start leaning forward, forward, forward. Hand to the shin bone and the other arm up. And again, with your right hand, you can catch the left part of your rib cage and help it turn. Keep breaking your hips towards the right, especially the left hip. Push it back. And breathe. Look down. Exhale. And inhale. Come on up. Good. Pivot your left toes in. Deep breath in. Toe heel your feet parallel. And as you exhale, bend your knees and come into this wide-legged chair pose, where your belly rests over your thighs and you shift all your weight back into your heels. And if your lower back is tweaked or weird, just keep the hands pointing back instead of forward. Yeah, point them back, Rachel. Back, 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 back. Like Superman wings, yes, like back. Take the tailbone down, belly in. Exhale, fold forward. And just stay there for a moment. You can interlace the hands behind the neck. Shift the weight forward into your toes. Maybe you'll hear a little crack. And then slowly release. And sit down low, lengthening your legs forward. Dandasana for a moment, pressing into the fingertips to lift the chest and relax the shoulders down. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. So your legs are strong, your torso is soft. And you're finding that middle point in between too much and not enough sensation. A place just behind your edge where you can really breathe. Where nothing feels constricted or forced. But there is still a level of challenge, and this is the beauty of yoga. It teaches us how to breathe through the uncomfortable, how to stay still and quiet and equanimous in the discomfort, so that we can project everything that we learn, all the lessons off the mat and into our own worlds, into our own lives. Because life is hard, but it's also sweet. And that's one of the first lessons that we get from the yoga philosophy. Everything is kind of hard and a challenge. Everything has some level of challenge and some level of sweetness. And we must dance, trying to figure out, where do we stand in between all the challenge and all the sweetness? Take a deep breath in. Go to the deepest expression of this pose today. And then slowly release, bending your knees, coming into Shavasana. If there's anything else that your body needs before we rest, take it. Could be a happy baby or a twist. Could be absolutely nothing at all. I'm ready, I'm done, I want to rest. All options are appropriate. And I want you to meditate in the Shavasana. Use this precious time to ask yourself this question. What could you do today to be more kind to yourself? What would be the single most the kindest thing that you could do for yourself today? Maybe the answer is coming to yoga, already did it, done, check. Maybe the answer is more rest, staying in Shavasana for a little bit longer. Maybe going to bed a little bit earlier tonight. Maybe carving some time to cook for yourself, for your people. Maybe it's having a glass of wine, taking a long shower, going for a walk. And slowly start returning into your body by deepening your breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingertips, your fingers, your wrists. Stretch in any way that feels good to you. And then slowly bend your knees. Give yourself a big hug of accomplishment, a hug that you would give to someone you love after doing something amazing. And allow your knees to rest over to one side, doesn't matter which. And take that time to meditate on the benefits of a practice, to acknowledge what changed in the physical realm and also in the mental, emotional realms of consciousness. Take those lessons with you until we meet again. And in order to remember them, maybe you need to write them down. Maybe repeat whatever you find a few times in silence within. And then slowly start to come up using the help of your hands. Coming to a seat, lengthening the spine. Bring the hands into the heart center. Gently bow, recognizing the one true teacher, that teacher that lives within. We honor that teacher by saying Om Bolo Satguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining today. I love you all. If you have any requests, chat me, let me know. And have great weeks. Namaste. Bye.